Thank you, Mr. Chairman. It is a pleasure to welcome a fellow Coloradan and constituent as Stephen Reister to the committee. Mr. Reister is the owner of Steel T Heating and Air Conditioning in Englewood, Colorado. He has received several industry awards for his ozone-friendly business practices and his community awareness efforts. Outside of his business, Mr. Reister is also a civic leader who sits as a board member on the Columbine Valley Water and Sanitation Districts. He is active in a number of civic organizations, including the United Way's Gift of Warmth program. Welcome to the committee, Mr. Reister. We look forward to hearing your testimony.
Madam Chairwoman, Velasquez, Ranking Member Graves, and members of the committee. Oh, sorry. Madam Chairwoman Velasquez, Ranking Member Graves, and members of the committee, thank you for having me here today. Once again, I'm Steve Reister, one of the owners of Steel T Heating and Air Conditioning in Englewood, Colorado. I'm here to represent both our employees, the fantastic 41 of them that we have right now, and our company. My father purchased this company in 1989 amidst a recession that looked very similar to the one that we're looking at today. His friends counted him down, assumed he would soon file bankruptcy, and go out of business. Many changes quickly occurred in our business. First thing he did was gave himself a pay cut, gave all the employees a raise. That's what small business owners do. They take care of their people. And he knew by taking care of his people, happy employees make happy customers, and happy customers tell a friend. My father opened the first 401k plan in our industry, gave paid vacation, forced our competitors to follow suit if they wanted to keep up with us. Our company grew leaps and bounds over those first few years. My brother and I have taken over the company, and we're now 20 years old. We do have those 41 employees. We're down from the 100 that we had just a few years ago. But many of them have not only been with us since the beginning, but they've retired with our company, and that makes us very proud. We have 26 American-made Ford trucks on the road today. We'd like to add to that fleet. We're increasing our advertising this year in hopes of offsetting the new construction woes. We have 3 distinctive divisions of the company, new construction making up 70% of the company, add-on replacement or retrofit making up 18% of our company, and 12% commercial building. Our revenues have been as high as $12 million a year. This year we hope to hit half of that, but I don't want the committee to feel bad for us. We have a plan. We've gotten together as a team of managers and owners, and we've decided we're not going to participate in this recession. We as Americans have 100% control over one thing in our life, our attitude. And our attitude at Steel T and our team is very strong, and we will keep her going. Colorado has a 50,000 unit furnace replacement market. That market is one we plan on tapping into. We have 20 competitors that have already gone out of business, and we see no reason to be one of them. In the past, we've questioned our father as to why he didn't want to take advantage of bank loans or lines of credit. We'd paid taxes on our profits already. Why didn't he disperse them to us? Why not take advantage of those banks and government agencies who for so many years gave out excessively high lines of credit with zero or no accountability? But my father held steadfast. Now my brother and I follow in his footsteps, even if our education was a bit slower than he would have liked. His leadership has placed us in a position to ride out this storm, a storm we should have all seen coming, one we should have made provisions for. So what can this federal government and this body do for us today? Give small business tax incentives to help drive the economy out of this mess. Give us a reason to buy new vehicles. Allow us to depreciate them over 2 years instead of the current 7. Newer vehicles are better for the environment. They leave a much smaller carbon footprint. And if you saw some of the vehicles my competitors are driving today with black smoke pouring out of them, you'd want them off the road too. Offer tax credit when we purchase new manufacturing equipment. as we spend money to educate our employees, allow us to keep more of that money to reinvest in them. Our manufacturers all offer extended training. We can send them all over the country for this training. We will have better employees who are able to work faster and longer in our industry without injury. Our current federal tax rate is extremely high. We don't see any of the loopholes that so many people talk about. We, like most other companies here, are Subchapter S Corps, which means our personal taxes and company profit taxes are the same. They all come from one pool. We pay full tax on those profits and very rarely get the opportunity to remove them from the company, instead leaving them in the bank for operating capital to keep employees working. If you leave the money in there too long, though, we can either loan it back to ourselves and pay ourselves interest, or we can pay taxes on that money again. That doesn't make a lot of sense to me. We also have health care for our employees to the tune of $145,000 a year and rising. Help us keep those soaring costs down, not by giving us socialized medicine, but by limiting the paperwork that we have to do for both the insured and the insurer. Give small businesses, smart guys out there, the opportunity to create software plans to manage our healthcare system in the private sector. This will keep premiums low, reduce overhead, so doctors can spend time with their patients. This nation will persevere through this current economic downturn. We are a nation of believers in God and the innate goodness that dwells in its citizens. This is a great nation on earth. Our entrepreneurs will strive to reach the American dream. The dream pursued by our forefathers and offered in our Constitution to those who are willing to sacrifice to achieve it. This body of Congress and the current Obama administration should embrace those entrepreneurs and reward us for the risks we take in our willingness to grow the economy and employ its people. Thank you, Madam Chairwoman Velasquez, Ranking Member Graves, and members of the committee for your time and willingness to hear my testimony. I pray that God will grant you the wisdom to lead this country and nation, restore its shine as a beacon to the world of what a democracy can and should be.